This is a recognition. They are recognizing you, recognizing your capability and your strength. And for this reason, it's required for the US and Saudi Arabia and an international and regional group to say that you're not allowed to decide the future. Because they recognize your capability and your strength, they are required to make these statements. Why do you always look at the empty half of the cup? Look at the filled half. We are speaking about facts here. I'm talking about facts. Facts which we witnessed, which we were part of. We're not just chanting slogans. We're not trying to be enthusiastic. We're not just chanting rhetoric. No. And so, whether it's America or anyone else, the Zionists or anyone else, the Arabs or anyone else, I mean some Arab countries, of course, this cannot have any impact whatsoever in how we deal with the facts which exist now in Lebanon. So I'd like to tell them nobody can eliminate this movement, and we also don't want to eliminate the other side with all of its political affiliations, with its religious and sectarian affiliations. This is the realistic equation in Lebanon. It requires us to recognize this truth and to cooperate and to communicate and to be partners. 996 meaning distribution of ministers in the government, in the cabinet. Why the delay all this time? Very frankly, because there is a regional decision made by Saudi Arabia and also March 14 not to form a government right now. Of course, form a government without the presence or participation of the other political camp, Hezbollah and March 8. But they can't do this, so don't form a government. Wait. Why should we wait? Let me simplify it. Wait. Syria will end. This is something I said before weeks ago. They said before, please wait, Syria will end. Of course, 1 month, 2 months, now 7 months have passed. When the Americans were about to launch a war, they were going to form a government, but they said, wait, the Americans are coming to Syria, the situation will change, so don't form a government. So there are some people who are preventing the formation of a government, some sides preventing the formation of a government in Lebanon, because they were waiting to see what would happen in Syria. Months ago, I described what was going on, even when we speak in a calm way. But what's the difference? Even if we speak calmly or if we raise our voices, anything we say is considered a threat. I said very calmly in a previous speech that in Syria the situation is XYZ. Islamic State in Iraq, Levant and Nusra, the divisions, the Turkish, the internal opposition, the outside opposition, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, America, France, 1, 2, 3. Put this aside. You won't achieve your goals. Don't put your money on this. Separate Lebanon from Syria and let's sit down to form a government. Now, back then, some people didn't deny the facts which I said, because they are facts. They said, no, the situation on the battlefield in Syria can change. But from weeks until today, how did the situation on the battlefield change? In Aleppo, on the outskirts of Aleppo, in eastern Ghouta and elsewhere. How did it change? On the contrary, over the past few weeks, since my last speech until now, everything on the battlefield shows that things are going in the opposite direction, opposite from what you want. You, the other political camp in Lebanon. So, if anybody in any place in Lebanon or the region or the world, if anyone is waiting to form a government, if anyone is waiting to achieve victory in Syria before forming a government, I respond by saying you won't achieve victory in Syria.